It's the last day of the year. It's sunrise, so it's a little early for that, but we'll indulge later. Out the door for weather and more on this December 31st in the Caribbean. Wow, 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 wow. How does this happen? You gotta get out of bed and you gotta head toward the door and go outside for weather and more. So that is Mosquito Island over there. It's owned by Richard Branson, and we've got a double rainbow to greet us on this last day of 2024. Can I widen out and get the whole thing? It looks like I can. So these showers down here in the Caribbean seem to form at night, and each morning, for the most part, we've been waking up to a gray sky, and then it's turned sunny, and then more instability cumulus. But I can't really figure the rhythm, but I know that each morning that starts off gray ends up turning beautiful. So I assume that's going to happen again today. So how does the rainbow work? The sunlight goes in through the raindrop. As it goes in, it bends. That's called a refraction. And then it bounces off the back. That's a reflection. Then it comes out the front side of the same raindrop, and that's another refraction. And in order to get the double rainbow, what happens is that whole action happens twice. So the sunlight bounces in and stays in, another bounce back off the back, and then comes out again. That's the double rainbow. So I wasn't really prepared to do the New England weather, but I think I can do the New England weather. I mean, how can I not with this setting? It was kind of depressing waking up this morning and see how bad our snowpack was impacted. Andre sends this picture from the Mount Mansfield snow stake, and clearly we're back down below 36 inches of snow depth. And I'll look at the J Peak web camera. It looked like a spotted mountain. So we have to rebuild. For some reason, this weather in the last 36 hours was more impactful on our snowpack than that storm we had back on December 11th, when we were really impressed on how resilient that late November snow was. What's the good news? Well, there's another weather system incoming, and there will be snow in the mountains. This morning, starting off with some icy spots in northern New England where we had some radiational cooling last night, and it's a pretty nice day today. Now, I haven't looked at as much data as I had planned on, but I think I have enough to complete this. And I can pretty much assume some of these things I'm talking about are accurate still. The Shrewsbury meteogram using the Euro showing temperatures getting warm enough after a nice day today and a dry New Year's Eve, mostly through midnight anyway. Rain comes in tonight, and then tomorrow we end up with a wet start before the cold air comes back in. It's going to rain pretty hard, and there's a chance that some spots get a half inch to an inch of rain, and then the decline of the temperature occurs. And what's going to happen after that is a tough call. We were hoping for another weather system that was going to result in a snowstorm next week, but that has changed. So let's focus on the immediate, and that is our increasing clouds today. And we'll go to the we're going to go to the NAM, short range guidance, and it shows a system coming at us late tonight. Green is rain, blue is snow, yellow is heavy rain. And Gavin's on a mission. We have a lot of busy things to do today. That's our captain. Breakfast is being served over there on the table. The NAM shows the rain, snow coming in after midnight, and then it's a system that's going to, primary goes into New York, and there's a secondary redeveloping right over near Boston, and it's going to be tricky. The precipitation may actually jump a bit, and there's that gap in between. But then, I guess the best news is the blue fills in, and it's mostly just the mountains of far northern Maine, New Hampshire, and especially New York and Vermont that are going to keep on snowing on the backside of this as the cold air comes in during our Thursday into Friday. It's going to keep on snowing in Vermont, and this map goes out to 1 p.m. on Friday. I'm trying to get out of the wind for you. Is this working? No, it's not working. Sorry. How much snow? it's mostly an elevation dependent thing. And here it is going out through 1 p.m. on Friday. If you put the cursor right over Mitch's house in Reedsboro in southern Vermont, Mitch is like, I lost most of my snowpack. How did that happen? It comes back to 14 inches. So there will be snow, and the groomers should be in really good shape on Thursday and Friday, even though the wind is really going to pick up. Speaking of wind, I hope this isn't bothering us too much. I'm going to duck down over here below Matt and try and get out of the wind again. Everyone wants a picture of the rainbows, and who can blame them? So the wind is shifting right here so fast and furious, I can hardly get out of it. But the rainbow's getting brighter and brighter, so this is just brilliant. Sorry about that finger right there. This is just gorgeous. And so Richard Branson's house is right up there, and his mother's house is out on the point. Rest in peace. And Necker Island is just around the corner of this. Somebody asked. It's a 70-foot catamaran operated by Trade Winds out of St. John's in the Caribbean, and they have yachting all around the world. All right, so there's a rainbow and snow forecast. How often does that happen? I want to show you the Euro now and just take it out day by day. Some pretty disappointing trend with the next week's storm. And there's our low coming into New York, and you can see it kind of jumping over toward Cape Cod, redeveloping. And then it's going to stall and continue deepening in southeastern Canada, and then it retrogrades. All those black lines are isobars, and it's going to get really windy and very cold with upslope snow. Otherwise it's dry and just obnoxiously cold because you've got bare ground in Boston and Providence and Connecticut, and it should snow a couple of feet anyway around J. I have to do a J Peak blog today. And then the next Monday, Tuesday storm, look at it coming through the Ohio Valley. That's close to a blizzard somewhere in northern Kentucky or southern Ohio, and then it jogs south of New England. This trend is undeniable. It's on all the models. I mean, it's not a done deal, but it's starting to look like that's mostly a miss to the south of New England. It's going to be a play-by-play. This is this catamaran going through the rainbow. A little time out for beauty. And after that, the next system looks like it wants to take a really southern track. It's just Arctic, record cold air overtaking the pattern for most of central Canada and the United States. Then day 10 now, way out to next weekend on January 9 and 10. That storm in the Gulf of Mexico is a little further north, and it's actually snowing in the mountains of Mexico. And that one would be something we would watch in about 10 to 15 days. All right, so that's 8 minutes impromptu. I'm gonna try and make the connection here. Our guests are all dining on the stern of the Alethea. It's a 70-foot catamaran, and we're surrounded by like-minded neighbors. Yesterday we made the move from Norman Island all the way around Mosquito Island, so our end more will be from yesterday, December 30. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy New Year's. I'll talk more about the yearly stats. Mount Washington actually had pretty close to normal snowfall for a year in the year 2024, and we really rebounded from that drought after a very wet December. So we have a good water pack. So if any consolation, these images coming out of New England yesterday at Cannon, he says the ice skating is going to be good, and the water supply is better for making more snow, which there'll be plenty of opportunity for that, making more snow. So, and more yesterday, the transit over here, and seeing the pirate Michael Bean perform over there. Great show for the family, and more of a kid's show than an adult show. All right, talk to you again in 2025. Not messing around. We haven't even left the anchorage. Mainsail's going up. Here at 8:50 a.m. on Monday, December 30th, 2024. Only hours more until the new year. We're going there in style. hanging out while sailing. Yeah, I'm working hard too myself. Yeah, sure. They may have a gym on there too. "10:40, the sun is out, but I tried to make a bold prediction. I said it would be raining by about 10:48. Looks like we're surrounded by updrafts. You can really make out rain shower that way off to the south. And there's a heavier one on the south side of Virgin Gorda right there. But you can also make out, at least with my glasses, that there's rain actually coming out of the sky there with hardly any cloud. So, we'll see. Sun shower anyway. Sail is down. 8 minutes are up. It's not raining. Necker Island, perhaps you've heard of it. Richard Branson. I think those are his people coming to greet us. Not. And then the open Atlantic Ocean out there. And then the northern end of Leverick Bay, Virgin Gorda, panning over toward Mosquito Island. We're also owned by the Branson family, Richard Branson's mom. And one of those are probably his estate. And we continue dodging the rain showers. There's one right there. You can make out the updraft on the left, the downdraft with the rain right there. Or far side of that boat as we pass Richard Branson's Necker Island. And the rain shower then gives way to an updraft right there. And then this is the entrance to Leverick Bay.
Captain.
Yes, sir.
It's Wintry. Have a mention. Russian guy.
Flying Fox.
So many remarkable things here. How quiet the air is. I mean, we're looking towards the prevailing easterlies. And the captain says, well, that shower or squall right there is kind of protecting us from that wind. And then we're surrounded by these reefs and islands, which means we don't have any swell in here. Just beautiful turquoise Caribbean water. Looks like we're getting ready to drop anchor, I would say, somewhere in here. And this is easy. Money. All right, I think we're in place now. How deep is it?
Oh, it's 5 meters.
5 meters. It's more shallow than where we were last night when
Yeah.
you had to go down and find it and make sure it was secure.
So this is hope now. So the brighter came out.
Gorgeous. Looks like all sand.
Let's just see it comes up like this.
Okay, I'm giving back my certificate of forecasting. Branson controls the weather. There was this major wall of white coming right at us, and it split to the north of Mosquito Island and to the south of Necker Island. And here we are, not getting rained on. And look at that wall of, I don't know whether it's a white squall or not, over there. That's just parted and totally missed here. Oh yeah, just in time for a little sun shower at lunch hour. It's literally raining about 200 feet away, but not here yet. Weather is hard. Look at that. All those mega yachts are
pasta in a vodka sauce, and they're both the same. It's just two dishes, two bowls, and then a broccoli salad with a white wine and fresh basil dressing.
Beautiful. I felt the raindrop. Yes, verifying here about 3 hours later than they said. They just put up a movie screen on that 3-masted mega yacht over there, and they just pulled the movie screen down. And now that it's raining, they're gonna have to get up there with the chamois and dry every piece of stainless steel on that yacht. Maybe not so much for these guys. So yes, finally raining. If you say like 10 times a day that it's gonna rain, at some point you're gonna be right. At 1 o'clock, finally get a couple of raindrops. Wintry Bay, lunch hour. Okay, the rain has ended. It is just gorgeous. Yep, everyone's jumping overboard now. Wow. Oh man. Yeah, Captain Happy Hour. We got Golden Margarita. Thank you, Cap.
I don't think so.
And now we're going into Michael Bean, the pirate, on this glorious Monday, December 30th. Who's Brooke? Another captain, eh?
Yeah, another captain.
Is she vying for your position?
Are you from the same area in South Africa? Did you know each other, or how did you meet?
We met in Cape Town
Uh-huh.
when I was the evening before I was part of my local water guide. I went to this splash practice where I always go play. It's like a youth basketball kind of. But then, false story a little bit later. It's a longer, more convoluted story. But at the end of the day, yeah, it took us like 6 or 7 tries to actually reconnect.
Uh-huh.
And then when we actually reconnected that 7th or 8th time,
Uh-huh.
she met my parents that day, she met my grandparents that day.
Oh, wow.
She met, like, the whole family within 2 weeks of it. So it was truly a trial by fire.
Who's that helping us off the boat?
That's my fiance.
Hi, Brooke.
Michael Beans.
There he is. I am Tim, one of the passengers.
Tim, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Brooke.
Brooke, nice to meet you. We've heard so much.
I heard Lauren.
All good. Just in time to start the show. Michael Bean's Happy Hour Show. This is the first one of the season, believe it or not. Wintry Bay, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, starts 4th week in December, and that's where we are. Ends in May.
We got a pretty good look at the pirate show.
Gavin, and we are the 11.
I mean, front row seats to the pirate show.
Pirates saying hello to his new recruits.
All right, now, tonight, there's going to be a conch shell blowing competition.
Oh my God.
Mr. Beans is going to...
I got a little sound.
Let me hear that conch shell one time.
All right, who's doing it? Come on.
My girl.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Oh, it's a different shell.
So much.
Is that a different shell?
It's a pirate ship, a fellowship.
You get enough white people to rattle? You got rhythm. Now all you guys gotta do if you get lost, follow the musician's foot. In any situations, just follow the music foot. Follow the music foot, that's it. Follow the music foot, that's the sea. There's tall ships and small ships and ships that want to be. But of all these ships, my friends, I'm telling you for true, the best ships are friendships. Like the ones between me and you. Whose party is this? Whose party is this? And I will drink to that. Shipmates, hoist the mainsail. Cast off the bow line. Cast off the stern line. Hoist up the jib. Reel in on those sheet lines. Coast is clear. Here we go. Well, history tells a tale, tall ships under sail, of piracy in the golden age when there was the only way. All right, kids, you ready? Figure out some stupid, ugly face for Dad. They just love this stuff. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stupid face.
That looks like yeah,
Give him a hand.
good place to call it a day.
All right, shake it up, kids.
Michael Bean.
Party lights
Get the
on.
kids. You get the kids. You get the families. Great family event. Great family entertainment.
Sunset here. December 30th. One more day left in 24. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Connection willing.
And welcome. And welcome up.